Hey yogis, it's Becca. Namaste. Hope you're having an absolutely fabulous day. This particular 30-minute session will be dedicated to a problem that I've been trying to work through, and I'm sure some of you can definitely relate to it, and that is, I almost call it an addiction, and it's the fact that I am completely obsessed with reliving things from my past. So a lot of times what happens is if I have some free time or I'm just kind of like hanging out, I end up thinking about yesterday or a week ago or even sometimes 5 years ago, what I said, what I did, a circumstance, a person, and I find that I am getting into areas of my heart that are really troubling and full of negativity. The past is the past, and I guess, I should know that there's nothing I can do about it except for learn from those experiences, but diving down into those areas continuously is not good for our health, and certainly is not good for mine. And so today's class is about changing our perspective and in fact flipping the way that we look at the past. Instead of thinking about all the negative things that have happened, imagine if we actually started to think about the amazing things that we've accomplished and also the connections that we made and the growth that occurred to bring us to the state that we're in this moment. And so this class is dedicated to arm balances and inversions, because I do think that an inversion and getting up onto our hands and just flipping where your butt and your head are at really changes up not only your physicality but also where your mindset is at. And so I hope that you will enjoy this flow as I will enjoy teaching it. So let's get into a wide knee child's pose. So come on down to the back of your mat, or at least 3/4, and have your toes to touch. And just let your hips settle down onto your heels, letting your knees open up wide, and just feel already you might be really tight in your quads. This is not going to be a super advanced class, but definitely you'll find some challenges. So just work with where you're at in this moment, of course, and that's part of respecting the body. And then taking your arms out nice and long and just softening your shoulders down and letting your head drip down towards the floor. Maybe you find that you roll your head a little side to side and your hips move, and you can just feel a little bit of that organic movement. So we're not trying to immediately stiffen the body and become really rigid. Just feel the hands pressing into the floor. Maybe the elbows lift up a little bit now, and you can press your bum closer down towards your heels. Just elongating out through the spine. And so we have the opportunity to bring more breath flow into the body. We inhale and we exhale. Inhaling through the nostrils, allowing the breath to flow all the way down to the pelvic floor. Very important. And as you exhale, bring the breath all the way back out, exiting through the nostrils again. And then engage the arms if they're not there, really rooting down through your index, your thumb, and your pinky finger, and then roll your spine forward into a tabletop, bringing those knees in and grounding down through your palms and towards the earth. And just hold it out here, feeling the lengthening through the spine and almost the nurturing of your heart up into the back side of the body. Take your right leg and expand it straight back behind you. So I'm going to be mirroring you, so we all move in the same direction. And so that's why my left leg is lifted, okay? So it's your right leg, my left. As we open up and just feel the sense of elongation. So the heart is moving forward and the leg is moving back. Then bend out through the knee like you're standing on the ceiling and open up your hip into hydrant. Now just watch that you haven't done something funky with your arms. Just allowing that leg to move naturally. As you inhale, you open, and as you exhale, you'll round and curl and feel like your nose is moving towards your knee or your forehead. And then open this up and send your leg over to the left side. As you exhale, round and curl, and bring the two to touch your head and your knee. And then inhale and open. We'll hold it here. Just let your left leg pivot open and take your right hand up to the sky. If you'd like to go further, you can grab onto your ankle and just gently allow your leg to kick back and your heart to express forward. Nice. Maybe the gaze is lifted. We're just going to slowly start opening up the shoulder joints and in through the chest and in through the legs and the core. Take that leg all the way up towards the side, right hand's lifted, and take your hand all the way back down towards the earth with your right leg still extended. Take your elbows all the way down towards the floor. 3 more times. Exhale, nose to knee, round everything to touch. Inhale, send that leg up, look up, and exhale, round and curl, rooting down through your hands and your elbows. Inhale, extension. One more time. Exhale, round and curl, and we'll hold it out here.
Puff up your upper back. Feel your belly pulling in. One more last inhale. One last exhale. And then inhale, expand that leg up. Look up and lower your knee down towards the floor. Press back your chest towards your thighs and let your head fall down to the floor. Let your shoulders relax completely. Let your body just feel like it's just in this state of absolute openness and expansion. Then roll your spine coming all the way up. Rock back onto the tops of your feet and then onto the toes. So you get a nice adjustment there. Knees pull in, hands come all the way into heart center. Good, inhale, rise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to the heart. And if it's possible, work with your gaze as well. Inhale, rise the arms and the gaze subtly. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart center. We'll go one more time. Take an inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Palms come to touch and then press up the palms towards the ceiling, stretching up through the outer edges of your armpits, your lats, yeah? Good, so keep your rib cage in, so we're not sticking the chest forward. Pull it in a little bit, come up a little higher on your toes, and then lift your bum about an inch up off your heels. And hold here for 3. Pressing up, feel the rooted energy, but the palms are still elongated. Then bring your hips down towards your heels, hands down to the floor. Come to your knees, walk yourself out into a tabletop position. Left leg expands straight back behind you. You can feel your head and your toe in the same line. So just watch that your hip is not opening or you're not hanging out. Be really, really strong here. Let your 2 hips be in the same line. Then flex out through your foot. Open up your knee and take your toes towards the right side. Good. Inhale, we hold here. Exhale, we nose to knee or forehead to knee. Inhale, we expand and open. And exhale, nose to knee. Bring it to touch. Good. Inhale, open, expand, feeling like you're elongating everything. One more time, and exhale, hold here. Then gently press out your leg and bend out through the knee. You'll pivot out your right foot for support and inhale, left hand up to the sky. Option is to grab onto the foot, kick into it, and feel your heart exploding forward while you gaze up or you look down. Strong through your bottom hand, right? Root down so you can rise up. Good, holding here, big breaths in all the way down to the pelvis and your knees and the top of the feet. Good, and then gently kick that leg out, rise the hand up, and take your hand down to the floor. Pivot into tabletop with an extended left leg. And then gently drop down your forearms towards the floor. Inhale, take a pause. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, send that leg back, look up, and exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, kick that leg up, look up, and exhale, we'll hold here for 3 and 2. Pop up your upper back, press harder in your hands, and then slowly let that leg kick all the way back and look up, and then lower down the knee towards the floor. Come up on your hands, press it all the way back, and then come up once again and roll onto your toes at the back of the mat. All right, so hands come into prayer. Inhale, open up your arms. Interlock them back behind you. Press the fists down towards the floor. Opening up, surrendering, let your rib cage go, let the gaze lift up. We're coming up to standing. So pull those inner thighs in. Rise your spine all the way up, stay up on your toes, then lower your heels down, bend your knees, soften forward fold. Getting into the arms, in the pecs and the shoulders, releasing all that negative shit that goes on continuously and replacing it with something super positive. Then take the hands down to the low back, and you can make your way into a deeper forward fold. So grab onto the backs of your legs. Bend your knees if you need to, right? Or keep your legs straight, whatever feels good, but rest your belly on your thighs. Try not to round like a candy cane back. That ends up hurting the back over time. So keep long through your hips. And then inhale, hands to shins or floor, look up. And exhale, palms to touch down. Walk yourself out into a full upper push-up position. Shoulders over top of the wrist line, and the weight is kicking back in your heels. Use your thighs. Come down, chest in between your hands. Point your toes away, full or little cobra. Rise up the heart, bring it right back into downward facing dog. Feeling the heels moving down to the floor. Now watch that we're not hanging out in through the shoulders. Keep lifted, keep rooted, and feel super strong in through the belly. Nice. As you gaze forward, you can take a step, or if you'd like to take that hop up to the top of the mat, really feeling lifted and light. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up to standing. Rise and reach those arms up. And exhale, bring it down into the heart. Inhale, open and expand, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins, we look up. Exhale, prepare the palms to the floor. Step it, jump it back, upper push-up, or all the way into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and bring it back into downward facing dog. Just warming up through the body, finding a place where you can be super strong here. Good. Take that little gaze forward. We're hopping up to the top of the mat. So we're going to take the knees nice and wide. I'm chewing on my hair. Bang the knees wide like a little bit of a froggy, and then gaze forward. You're going to spring up and land onto your toes in toe squat. So we come up, and we land down. Okay? Very nice. Hopefully you guys all got there. Beautiful. Right into crow pose, okay? So ground down and root through your hands. You can do a variation where you're basically just hanging out on your elbows and lifting up those feet, or you can go right into your crane, whatever works for you, right? So you can lift up those knees a little bit higher, lean forward, pull your belly button in, and feel your hips lift. Be super strong in through your fingertips. Good. Holding here, maybe you take a jump back into chaturanga. And inhale, upward dog cobra. We'll all meet when you're ready into a downward facing dog. Feeling super strong. Let's come down to the knees. Take a quick child's pose. Let your arms interlock behind you. Take the fists up towards the sky. Let your forehead move down towards the floor. So as you're down nice and low, those arms can remain all the way up. You can also just keep your arms in front of you or down by the side, letting your head relax. Keeping the breath moving into the pelvic floor. You can feel your hips expand. Inhale and exhale. You're drawing the energy back up the spine. Nice, beautiful. Then slowly making your way all the way back up again. So you're sitting onto your shins. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes under. Away we go back into downward facing dog. Holding it out here, taking your right thigh up towards the sky. Three-limb dog, nice and strong. Engage it forward and step it up gently to the top of the mat. Super soft, right? That's part of the core and the arms. They help you. Then inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Bring those arms back behind you, interlock, and press the hands towards your back heel. Inhale, exhale, right shoulder comes to the right knee. Arms are up. Good. Inhale, open up your spine. Exhale, take your left shoulder towards your right knee. Inhale, open this up. Exhale, right to right. Inhale, open. And exhale, left to right. Good. One more time. Inhale, open. We've got right, and we're going to hold it out here. Keep up high onto your back toes. Can you slide your shoulder in a little bit more and reach up the hands towards the ceiling, letting the top of the head move towards the floor. Full opening through heart center, releasing, feeling this bowing to your internal wisdom. You're finding a place where no longer is negativity ruling, but you have positivity reigning. Holding here for one more bit. Inhale. And as you exhale, roll your spine, coming all the way up. On that last breath, it's an inhale, open up your heart, and then reach your arms up towards the sky, taking the hands all the way in to heart center. Take your back foot, drop it flat, spin your right toes in, we're facing left. So we're into a wide-legged forward fold, but walk your feet back a little bit so that you have your heels basically pressing into the long edge of the mat, okay? Inhale, expand and open. Exhale, palms go through heart center. Drop your hands all the way down to the floor. Inhale, elongate, feel your heart and your head move forward. Your sit bones back, the weight is in the fronts of your feet, not hanging backwards, but equalized. And then exhale, drop your palms to the floor and make your way into a wide leg forward fold. feeling those inner thighs pressing in. So watch, even if your knees are bent, you still have engagement in your thighs. And if you want to go a little further into your tripod headstand, please feel free. So you drop the head to the floor. You can bring your knees onto the backs of your arms into teddy bear stand, or you can take the head right to the floor, root down, and then start to rise up and lift. And as you lift, you can feel the engagement of your arms, changing up your perspective, letting your feet super flex, legs go up towards the sky. Keeping everything super strong, holding here for 3, and 2, and 1. Come down super slow, super energized. You can feel every single part of your body working here for you. Core is pulled in, letting the feet soften when you're ready, all the way down to the floor. Bring your spine all the way back upright. Good. You can just gently kind of walk your feet or hop them to the center of your mat, and then take a walk around so that your right leg is all the way in front. Beautiful. Step it back, upward push-up position. Good. Take it through a flow. Down through chaturanga we go. Upward dog cobra. And take it back into downward facing dog. Good. Feeling your heart rate. Yeah. Feeling the openness, a little bit of a sweat. Feels good. Core is pulled in. Take a look forward. You can either step it or take a hop up to the top of the mat. Just finding that pure elongation, lifting. And inhale, hands to shins or floor, and exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up to standing swan, dive it up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands through heart. Go down to the earth into your forward fold. Hands to the ankles. Inhale, hands to shins or earth, half lift. Exhale, palms prepare. Step it, jump it back, upper push-up or chaturanga. So we need to lift those hips up. And let the body come back, upward dog, and bring it back into downward facing dog. Good, left leg up towards the sky, 3-limb dog. Gaze it forward and step it up, left foot to the top of the mat. Good, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Okay, bring your arms back behind you. Interlock and press them down towards your back, heel open, inhale. Exhale, shoulder comes to the inside of your knee. You're high on your back toes. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Inhale, come back up. Whew, out of breath. Exhale, go over so that it's right shoulder to left knee. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, bring your left shoulder towards your knee. Inhale, rise it up. And exhale, it's right to left. You guys got this. Good. Inhale, open up. And exhale, take your shoulder in and hang it out here. So as those arms come up, drop the head to the inside edge of your foot. Watch that your bum is not sticking out towards the left side, but it is tucked in. Sorry, hard to do those little micro movements. As you tuck in your hip, let your head move down to the floor and the arms reach up and over. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your spine all the way up. Pull the belly in, yeah? Arms come up to the sky. Good. Hands come in towards the heart center and take your back foot flat to the floor. Turn your left toes in and walk yourself back. All right. So here we are. Let's use peace fingers. Inhale, open up. Exhale, slide yourself down into forward fold, grabbing on to your big toe mounds, thumbs on top of the toenails. Inhale, lengthen out your heart. And exhale, draw the top of your head closer down towards the floor. Pull in through your belly as much as you can to elongate the hamstrings, belly tucks in, arms are working. We're strengthening them through the pulling motion that you have. Good, holding here for one more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to bring the hands all the way out. We'll work this into hammock for a nice stretch. So your hands come forward as wide as possible, letting your heels stay down to the floor, and the head moves down to the earth. This is an inversion as well. Head is lower than your heart. Your head does not have to touch the floor, but keep engaging out through your arms and your legs. Good, one more big inhale. And as you exhale, walk your head up and your hands all the way back in towards you. Spin yourself around so your left leg is all the way in front, right? From here, inhale, arms come up. All right, hands come in towards the heart center, and you can take your right ankle and bring it all the way around into a figure 4. Are we ready? So here we go. We bring it up, ankle on top of knee, and we sit it down. Good, so feeling your sit bones moving back and feeling your weight coming forward. You can hold here, drop down a little bit further. Good, if you want to take this even more, so we're moving into figure 4 crow, or you can take it right into your flying pigeon. It totally depends where you're at today. As you drop down nice and low, hands come to the floor, trust yourself. Strong through those hips. Hook your right toes around the upper edge of your left arm. So key. Lean forward. Maybe you just lift up that foot, or you can start to extend out your left leg for 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg in. Lower down the foot. And come all the way back up. Hands come into prayer. Good. Take the knee in towards center, moving this right into dancer's pose. Slide your leg back. Hold on to the inside edge of your left or right foot. Reach up your left hand and kick. And as you kick, extend. And as you extend, you kick. Every part of your body is stretching and opening and releasing for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knee all the way back in. Give it a nice little squeeze. Let's make our way into our eagle legs. Okay, so bend out through your left knee, and you can take your right leg all the way up and over and squeeze in your toes. Maybe behind the calf, maybe not. It doesn't matter. Hands come all the way into prayer. Sitting down, rolling back the shoulders, belly is pulled in. Holding here for 3, and 2, and 1. Let's inhale, rise those arms up. Nice. Exhale, bring the hands in towards the heart center. Release your right toes so that you have the space to bring your body down, fingertips to floor. Walk your hands forward, come up onto your toes and sit your bum down. So now you have your right leg crossed up and over. It's like a modified toe stand, okay? Then bring your hands all the way into the heart center. Good. We're moving this into a twisted legged crow, side crow, okay? So you can take your hands to the floor. If you want to just work on the twist, take right hand to the outer edge, left elbow to the knee and hold here. If you want to go further, you start walking your hands over to the right. You can do this with one arm or you can do this with 2. It really just depends what you want to do. You can also start to extend your legs out and hold here for 3, 2, and 1, and gently bring your feet all the way back together and face yourself forward. Okay, very nice. Create a little bit more space at the top of your mat. Your knees can come out nice and wide. Hands come down to the floor. Root down with those hands so that we can rise those hips up as you extend and jump it back to chaturanga or upper push-up. So lift up, and then we come down with a little bit of a, and then lift up through the chest. Bring it back into a downward facing dog. Good. Holding here, we just go one side left as you take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-limb dog. Gaze it forward and step it up gently to the top of the mat. All the way up you go. Inhale, reach your arms up tall. Exhale, palms come all the way into heart center. Your back leg goes around so your ankle goes on top of your knee. Here we go. And we sit down. Whew. Lots of stuff in the hips today for me. So, you know, some days it's like, I'll be here. Other days you can be a little bit lower. So this side might be easier or not to get into our figure 4 crow. You don't have to go on this side, right? It doesn't have to be even. But if you can, you drop down. Hooking your foot to the outer edge of your tricep. Hands come down to the floor. You feel really, really strong here. As you extend, you might choose to simply lift up that leg, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Take your foot all the way back in. Lower it down to the floor. Nicely done. And slowly start to come all the way back upright. Still working through the hip. Knee comes into center. You can interlock the hands around the left knee.
Slide the leg back, hand goes to the inner edge of your foot or ankle. Right hand rises up. Inhale, exhale, take a kick. Opening up, releasing, letting go. Filling up with positivity with every single breath. Bring the knee all the way back to center. Good, hands can come into prayer, sit down. You need to sit down back into that chair, and then maybe you can hook your toes. So it's like that little, whoop, hook the toes around the outer edge of your calf as you sit down. Letting your breath relax a little bit. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Let your foot go to the side so you can bring your chest down towards your thighs. Hands come to the earth and gently come up onto your right toes with your left leg over. So the twist, you can stay just hands in prayer. You can take left hand to the outer edge, elbow down to the floor, or elbow, to the outer edge of your knee. Or you can choose to move into the variation of twisted leg crow, or whatever you want to do, right? Side crow. So you can make your way. Hands to the outer edge, right? Lean into it. Feeling super strong. You might choose to release the legs. The side's a little bit more challenging for me. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet back. Yeah, that was a bit more challenging on that side. And all the way back to center. Walk it back so you've got a little bit of space here to the top of your mat, but we're just going to sit ourselves down. So walk the hands back and your bum comes to the floor. Okay, take the bottoms of the feet together. Knees will open up. Baddha Konasana, stretching out through the back body. Hands all the way underneath, opening up your toes to release the inner thighs like a lotus flower. Inhale, open, and exhale, come forward. Feeling your whole body expand and your heart elongating along the floor. Letting your gaze be soft. Memories from the past are positive, energetic, and nurturing. And negative memories are something simply that we look at as an experience that we can learn from, we can grow from, as opposed to holding and harboring onto those. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, start to roll your spine, coming all the way back up. Take the knees together. Let's draw the feet underneath us all the way into almost a tabletop position, but we'll sit back into heroes first. So last inversion of the day, or the class, maybe not of your day, supported headstand. So you can choose how you get into it. We're going to hold for about 6 deep breaths. So you'll choose, if you need to get out of it sooner, if that feels better for you, then that's what you'll do, okay? All right, so let's take our hands or elbows shoulder width apart, and you'll know they are if you can wrap your fingers around gently. Then release, tuck your pinky finger underneath, thumbs go up towards the sky. I have clips in my hair. I'd advise taking those out, so I will do exactly that. So that nothing gets stuck in your way. So we don't want the pinky finger being crushed. Let the top of your head go down to the floor, elbows squeeze in, thumbs around your skull, and lift up. All right, so you can take one of your legs and start to kick up, or you can take both of the feet up, whatever feels good. We're going to hold here, pressing down into the elbows. Feel your core pulling in, and holding here for 1, 2, keep pressing your feet up for 3. Fill out your low back so your belly's not hanging for 4. Feel your heart expanding as your shoulders move away from your ears for 5. And for 6, slowly start to lower down your legs towards the floor. Finding a bit of strength when you do. Then come down to your knees, point your toes away,
Release your head, release your hands, release your shoulders, release your heart and your mind. Rolling yourself to sit all the way up whenever you're ready. Ooh. So thank you so much for joining me today with releasing some of the past experiences from my heart. I'm hoping that you were able to do the same so that we can focus on those positive things that are going on, not only in the past, but also in the present and looking forward to the future, as opposed to sitting there and creating anxiety and tension over past experiences that we can do nothing to change the outcome of those. Enjoy the rest of your day, my friends. I will see you soon. Namaste.